What's up, everybody? It's Alex Driscoll again from Sweet Georgia Sports, and today we're coming at you with another Braves Toma Talk episode. And today is the fifth episode. I'm kind of playing off of Star Wars right here because I'm also a big Star Wars fan, and it's episode 5 in the Braves Toma Talk series. So, with that being said, this is episode 5, The Braves Strike Back. And mainly what I'll be talking about on this episode is the week that was May 15th through May the 20th. Started off in Toronto at the Blue Jays. That Monday of the 15th, we won 10-6. The next night, we won 9-5. That Wednesday night, we won 8-4. And that Wednesday night was when our hearts were broken when Freddie Freeman was hit by a pitch in his, it looked like the heel of his hand, but it ended up being his wrist. Come Thursday, we're told it is fractured and he will be out at least 8 weeks. It's expected that he'll more than likely miss 10 weeks, so he'll probably be back in either late July or early August. And on Wednesday night when he got hit, of course, the Braves retaliated. I know it wasn't intentional when Freddie got hit, but it is also a star player. And also, up to that point, 7 Atlanta Braves hitters had been hit in 2 games. That is absolutely ridiculous. There's a saying in baseball, once or twice is a pattern, 3 times is a trend, and by far the Blue Jays exceeded 3 times, and they were trending to hitting Atlanta Braves batters. And after they hit Freddie, we came back next inning, hit their first guy. That should have been it. It should have been it. Then in the 8th or 9th inning, Jose Bautista comes up. Eric O'Flaherty misses a spot. He puts it right over the plate, and Jose Bautista crushes it with all that power that he has. And he just kind of looks at Eric O'Flaherty, tries to get his eye contact, and then he bat flips for no apparent reason at all. You shouldn't be bat flipping when you're down 5 or 4 runs in a meaningless game in the middle of May. It just goes to show that Jose Bautista hasn't learned his lesson from last year. Jace Peterson was barking at him, and I wouldn't mess with Jace Peterson because he's from Louisiana, and so he's from the South, so he can scrap. And then 2, he also played football and was a very good football player, albeit on the 1AA level. He was still a very good football player at McNeese State. He was a safety, so he can scrap a little bit. But it's kind of apparent that Jose Bautista didn't learn his lesson from last year when he got his butt whooped by the Texas Rangers and Odor. And then you had the thing with Kevin Plar and Jason Mott. Kevin Plar struck out on a quick pitch from Jason Mott, which is completely legal. I don't know why Kevin Plar got so upset, because that's completely legal, and plus the pitch was a good 2 to 3 inches off the plate outside, and so that's his fault. But Kevin Plar, again, in the heat of the moment, he said a homophobic slur, which really can't be said over this, and I'm not going to say it. I mean, we all know it with the Kobe Bryant situation, and then what happened with Kevin Plar. And he said that to Jason Mott. Jason Mott and Kurt Suzuki kind of confronted him about it, and benches cleared. And so we went into Thursday night knowing that, hey, we're not going to take crap from the Blue Jays. And then Thursday we were told that Freddie Freeman fractured his wrist and he would be out 8 to 10 weeks. And we come back that night, Julio Teheran just lays an egg. He wets the bed. He gave up a home run to Marcus Stroman, and it was an opposite field shot for Marcus Stroman's first career home run. The Braves ended up losing 9-0 that night. And so Thursday night, it looked the rest of the season, the Braves fans, and especially to me, looked really, really, really bleak. It looked like, oh my gosh, we're gonna suck again. We were 6 games under 500 going into Thursday night, I believe, and after Thursday night, it looked like we were just gonna be at the end of the year either 20 to 30 games under 500. It looked that bad. But Friday night, the Nationals came to town. They're in first place, one of the best teams in Major League Baseball. They're leading most of baseball and the National League in offensive categories like average, on base percentage, slugging percentage, all that good stuff. Especially with the way Bryce Harper and Ryan Zimmerman are swinging it. But we ended up coming out in a very, very good, very, very entertaining ball game. We ended up winning that one on Friday night, 7-4. The bullpen has been doing a great job of late. That's been addressed. John Harton, John Capalella addressed that, and they have far and away succeeded. And the bullpen has looked a lot better since that. We called up Sam Freeman, and he's looked pretty good. Jose Ramirez is continuing to look very, very good. Oris Vizcaino showing progress. And Jim Johnson is being Jim Johnson. And then Saturday afternoon, the military appreciation game, the Braves won 5-2. And that game, it was a very, very competitive game. Showed a lot of power in that game, too. Tyler Flowers, I believe, hit a home run. So did Matt Kemp. So did Dansby Swanson, who is swinging a red-hot bat as of late. He's above the Mendoza line. He's hitting above 200, which is very, very good. He's walking a lot more. He's taking things to the opposite field a whole lot more. So, and Saturday we also found out that we acquired Matt Adams from the Cardinals. Matt Adams had been the first baseman for the Cardinals for a very long time. Matt Carpenter was moved to first, which basically forced Matt Adams to a bench and left field role, and they told him to lose weight, and he lost a lot of weight. He gained a lot of muscle back, and he's a power hitter. But we got Matt Adams and cash considerations for a minor league infielder named Juan Yepez. He's a 19-year-old. He was an international signee. Haven't really heard a whole lot about him. I mean, we're stacked in the middle infield anyway, with Dansby and Ozzie and Travis Demerit and Kevin Maitan and all those guys. So he probably would have had to force his way into the upper part of Braves prospect rankings and everything. But he was an international signee. He has okay power, from what I understand, and he has pretty good speed, and he has good defensive skills. But a lot of people were saying he'll probably not live up to what Ozzie, Dansby, Kevin Maitan, and Travis Demerit are going to do. So, all in all, it is another win for John Capalella and John Hart with that trade, and Matt Adams is just going to look to keep the seat warm until Freddie comes back. And so, going forward for the Braves, we have looked very, very good. I mean, this past week was a very good week, with the exception of Thursday night when we lost to the Blue Jays 9-0. But other than that, the Braves have looked like a solid team. We're probably not going to be in contention anymore. We probably weren't going to be in contention anyways with the pitching that we have, especially in the bullpen. But they've made progress. But we look okay going into the summer and going into draft season, which we will have more videos coming out here in the next couple weeks about the MLB draft with the Atlanta Braves. So with that being said, I've been Alex Driscoll from Sweet Georgia Sports. If you like any of the content here, click the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, share with your friends, comment down below what you think about this past week in Atlanta Braves baseball. And with that, I've been Alex Driscoll from Sweet Georgia Sports saying God bless and chop on, Atlanta.